Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's me on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Under the Bridge. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alrighty. I figured out the bug I had last time. It was as simple as just reloading my save. Yep. There you go. Alright. Oliver abides. He strides to the fridge in the kitchen, then returns to Clyde with a cool bottle of water. Here. Thanks, kiddo. He sits up and drinks half the water in the bottle with one take. He falls back onto the couch and groans. Hello, you. You look like you're having fun out there. Man, my body was not built for this shit. I'm too pretty for this. Hank should have been the one doing this, not me. Hank, huh? Where is he anyways? I figured he'd be here for this. Hell if I know. He sits up. If I had to take a guess, probably swapping spit with his new girlfriend. Juicy, juicy gossip is music to your ears. Oh? Hank has a girlfriend? Do tell. They haven't been dating too long. She's actually really nice. I think you'd like her, Ash. Nah, I hate those vapid Valley Girl types. Plus, she's always asking me questions and staring at my eye. I don't trust Silver Spoon kids. Oliver frowns. You can't choose your upbringing, Clyde. It's not her fault that her family's well off. Hey, I get it. It's perfectly valid to be born into wealth. If only we could all be so lucky. But it's also perfectly valid for me to not want to deal with people like that. Clyde turns to you. You know, you're probably going to get to meet her tonight. See for yourself and tell me what you think. Oliver rolls his eyes. He crosses his arms and starts walking towards the backyard. Right you are, kiddo. No rest for the wicked. It seems that small break was enough to revitalize Clyde. He's ready to work again. Nice work with the insides, by the way. All we've left to do is bring the decor out of the shed. The three of you get to work. The freshly mowed lawn makes you sneeze and leaves your ankles itchy. Despite this, you press on with setting up the fire pit and refueling torches. You take turns moving plastic lawn chairs out of the shed and propping them up against the fence wall. After dropping the last chair, Clyde stretches and walks towards the house. Clyde, what are you doing? We gotta set up the chairs. Why? Come on, man. Everyone's just gonna move the chairs around anyways. It makes more sense to me that everyone grabs a chair when they need one. Oliver speaks up, clearly frustrated. Rebecca specifically said she wants us to set up the chairs around the yard. Oliver reads off of the notes Rebecca left him. Let me see that. Clyde comes up close and reads the note over Oliver's shoulder. Insecticide, chairs, torches, tub? Okay, this also says to water a fern and scrub down a bathtub. Did you two really water Bonnie's fern? The brief silence from the two of you answers his question. Clyde bursts out in laughter. Come on, you guys. Bonnie's just screwing with y'all. It's clearly her handwriting at the bottom. Red doesn't draw hearts for periods. A second wind of laughter comes out of him. His laughter, though condescending, is pretty contagious. You chuckle along with Clyde. Oliver doesn't find the joke quite as funny as you or Clyde. His face turns flushed and he looks away from the two of you. Oh man, that's hilarious. Clyde spits out the last of his laughter and sobers up. Seriously though, those notes are nothing. You know everyone is just going to be standing around anyways. Clyde is right about that at least. These parties usually aren't sit-down events. I really don't want to piss off Rebecca. Then just tell her it was my idea. Red never gets mad at me. Well, this is your idea. See? Just like that. Oliver groans. Rebecca never gets mad at you, huh? And not like in the car ride over here? Puh, that's just how we banter. You decide. Move the chairs. I'll move the chairs. What's the fuss, Clyde? It's a few chairs. Between the three of us, it'll only take a few minutes. Shoot, we probably could have gotten it done in the time we spent arguing about it. Yeah, let's just do it and be done. Alright, I know when I'm outvoted. He grabs some chairs and starts to move them inside. You and Oliver follow along shortly after. The chairs are cumbersome, but within 5 or so minutes they're all set up in the backyard. See? That wasn't so bad. You were whining and moaning for nothing. Yeah. You can sense his indignation. This isn't a matter of effort for him, but pride. Well, seeing as we're all done here, I'm gonna catch me a nap inside. You and Oliver watch Clyde head inside and throw himself onto the couch again. Thanks for helping, Ash. Don't worry about it, Oliver. This party tonight is gonna be a blast. Oh, yeah, the party. He shrugs. You know how I am with big social events like that. It'll be fun, I think. Eek! A shrill woman's scream comes from inside of the house. What was that? Oliver looks on, wide-eyed and stunned. He doesn't respond. Instead, he just looks blankly in the direction of the noise. It was a voice unfamiliar to you. It wasn't a blood-curdling murder scream, but one of shock and surprise. You don't sense danger or urgency, but rather curiosity. Who was that scream from? You stay here. I'll go check it out. He starts to tremble. It's only confirmation he gives that he heard you. If it wasn't for that, you'd think he'd been frozen solid. You rush inside of the house to see what's the matter. You see the front door is ajar, but there's no one else in the room besides Clyde, who is sitting up on his couch with confusion on his face. He seems just as confused as you are, despite being in the room where the scream came from. What the hell was that? Clyde rubs his eyes and groans. Ugh, damned if I know. I was just trying to nap and I heard that loud scream. I just can't catch a break today. And just then the front door explodes open. Alright, pal, go time! The man rushes in, winding up his weapon above his head to strike down Clyde. Clyde jumps and raises up his hands to protect himself while shouting, Hey, calm the hell down! It's me, Clyde! It takes a second to register, then the man stops his charge. He lowers his weapon. What the fuck? Hey, if you could not kill your friend, that'd be great. Oh, Clyde? Sup, my dude? Clyde steps off the couch, still keeps his hands at the ready to defend himself. Sup? What's your damage? You were ready to kill me. Yeah. Sorry, man. I was outside and heard that scream, so Hank turns and notices you. No way, man. The tire iron clatters as it drops to the wooden ground. The legend! Come here! Hank rushes towards you with arms open wide. Hey, hi! You don't have time to respond before Hank wraps his arms around you and lifts you up off the ground. His arms constrict you. Your breath is squeezed out from your body as you crumble under his great strength. College King! As quickly as he picked you up, he drops you. You bend over to breathe and collect yourself. I've missed you so much, man. I didn't think you'd be in town yet. He speaks low and growly, as if the voice is coming from deep in his chest. You finally recuperate. Yeah, I came in this morning. Once you're on your feet, you get a good look at Hank. The few years have been incredibly kind to Hank. The Hank you knew in high school couldn't sprint, lift you up, or swing a tire iron like this one can. He wasn't nearly as in shape before you left. Every part of him has tight definition. Jeez, Hank, is that really you? You're looking really good. He accepts the compliment comfortably, as if he's used to hearing this praise by now. Heh, thanks. I started hitting the gym and stuff a while back. There's not only strength in his body, but also in his voice. He speaks with newfound confidence and assuredness. Hank grabs both of your shoulders and pulls you in for another hug. This time, he doesn't crush you. Instead, he leans into you and embraces you. It's good to see you again, dude. His body is hot with energy from the earlier excitement. You can feel a strong heart thumping through his chest. Yo, when did you get this sick tattoo? He breaks the hug, stooping to get a closer look at your cheek. Dude, this is badass. Who's your artist? It's not... Oliver. It was his welcome home gift to Ash. Damn, I didn't know he did tattoos, too. What a talented little dude. You roll your eyes and let Clyde enjoy his little lie. Speaking of Oliver, where is he anyways? You look out the back door to where you left Oliver, but spot neither hide nor tail of him. He was just out there. Did either of you see him where he ran off to? He must have scurried off when he heard that scream. Looks like he left his bag here, too. Should we, check up on him? Nah, you know how he is. He likes to just vanish sometimes. Yeah, he's like an artsy ghost. He'll be fine. He'll be here for the party tonight anyways. We can grab his stuff then. Fair enough, I guess. What was that scream anyways? Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about that. Oh, ha! Hank scratches his head. That was my girlfriend. She told me there was a stranger sleeping on Bonnie's couch. A stranger, huh? She didn't recognize me? Hank shrugs. Right. Hank turns towards the front door and calls out, Hey, babe, it's just Clyde. You can come in. In a moment, a small lady steps in through the door and stops behind Hank. She spots Clyde, then steps out from behind her human shield. Oh, Clyde, I'm so sorry. You completely surprised me. I thought some vagrant had broken into the house. Clyde scoffs. Her words are light and delivered concisely with an air of casual sophistication. She's small. Standing next to Hank, she looks like a child. She grips Hank's arm when she sees you, a stranger to her. Hello, I don't believe we've met. With his free arm, Hank pets the top of her fluffy head. Babe, this is Ash, the one I told you about. Oh, that Ash. She steps out from Hank's massive shadow and approaches you with an open hand. Hank has told me so much about you, It's practically all he's been talking about this morning. My name is Cherry. Pleased to meet you. She's chipper. Any doubt she had about you previously is gone now. You shake her hand gently. Her hand is soft and warm as it grips yours lightly. The same to you. Cherry, right? You can't help but think you've heard that name before. Cherry. Maybe she's someone you knew from before you left. She certainly doesn't seem like she's from around here, so she's likely not someone you grew up with. So... Clyde sits back down on the couch. Now that the commotion is over, he lowers his defenses and finally relaxes. What's up? Oh, we're just stopping by to grab my other purse. Rebecca wants us to pick up some supplies for the party tonight. And Cherry trots into the guest bedroom. Yep, we got snack and drink duty. He sniffs the bleach in the air. You were cleaning? Yep, we're just about done now, though. Sick. Say, if you two are done, you want to tag along with Cherry and me? It's just grocery shopping. And Cherry then steps out of the guest room with a small purse in her hands. You know, I think I'll sit this one out. I'm gonna finish up my nap. Hopefully no one comes in swinging at a club at me this time. I'm down. It's not like I have anything else planned today. Alright, it'll just be us three. I can only fit 3 in my car anyways. Oh, is Ash coming with us? Yep, if that's okay with you. Hank waits for her response with great anticipation. Of course not, by all means, come along. Hank pumps his fists. Hell yeah, come on, let's get moving. Though, we should probably wash up before we head out. She clears her throat and nods her head in your direction. Oh, she's probably talking about the stain on your face. Huh, you mean Ash? That's just a new tattoo. It's badass. I might get something like it too. Hank, sweetie, that's an oil stain. Oh. Hank stares at your cheek, squinting. It still looks badass. I second that. Cherry tilts her head and stares at your cheek. Well, at any rate, I do have some strong shampoo if you'd like to wash up. Rebecca did ask you to clean up, and you are going to the supermarket and then later a party. Having a black hand on your face isn't a big deal when you're around friends, but you're about to be out in public. At any rate, this is probably your last chance to clean up. Wash up. It's probably not a good idea to go around in public with oil on your face. Plus, Rebecca specifically asked for you to wash up, and it cannot be emphasized enough how scary Reb is. Actually, I'll take you up on that offer. This stuff is starting to get itchy. Ugh. Oh, hush you two. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look fresh. She takes your hand. Come, let's get that off of you. Cherry drags you into the restroom, then presents you with a bottle of pretty and pure bleaching shampoo. This is some powerful stuff. You can't even get it without a license. Sounds intense. I take it you have a shampoo license, then? Nope, I have a dealer. Now sit still, let me take care of this. She puts a minuscule dollop of the shampoo on her fingers and carefully applies it to your stain. It takes a bit of rubbing, but eventually the stain is cleared from your face. Good as new. You go back into the living room where the other two are waiting for you. Can we go now? Okie dokie. You say goodbye to Clyde, who answers with a yawn and a lazy wave of his hand. Hank leads the way with you and Cherry, following behind him side by side. While Hank has undergone a great positive transformation, his truck has gone in the polar opposite. In high school, it was a gently used pickup truck, bought cheap on a local listing. Today, you see a giant piece of garbage on wheels. It's beat up and rusted. It could have lived through a war. You also note that it doesn't have any back seats. I guess both of you get shotgunned then. You and Cherry glance at each other and then at the car. You first, Ash, by all means. Hank rocks the car when he enters the driver's seat. You enter through the passenger side and sit as comfortably as you can on the hump. That is to say, not at all. Cherry carefully hops into the car and squeezes against the car door to make room for you. She's actually small enough to leave quite a bit of room on the seat. You manage to sit comfortably though your legs are pressed against both Hank's and Cherry's. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that notification bell. I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!